be seated. The Lord bless you. There is a beautiful feeling here tonight.
Amen.
It is uncanny. That's my second favorite word. I'm fixing to give you my favorite one. It's awesome. You know, it's amazing what happens when people get together in unity of purpose. It really is. The Lord had to come down one time and check out a Tower of Babel. He came down and checked it out in verse 5 of chapter 11 of Genesis because they was getting the job done. You may not agree with that, but he came down to check it out because they was getting the job done. They were getting the job done with inferior materials. They was getting the job done with the wrong method. And they was getting the job done with the wrong motive. But they're getting the job done. The material was brick and slime instead of stone and mortar, God's materials. Their method was to build a tower to the heavens that would be ruled by the heavens. It was occultism. It was satanic influenced, built by a rebel named Nimrod. That was their method. Their motive was to make a name for themselves and not a name for God. But God had to come down and check it out. And in verse 6, he said they're going to do whatever they imagine in their mind to do. They're not going to be stopped. And the reason they wasn't going to be stopped is because the people were as one. I said the people were as one. I said the people were as one. They had one language. They had one speech. They had one purpose. I'm telling you, if unholy unity gets God's attention, what will holy unity do? I want you to know he dispersed their languages. He made them start talking all different kinds of languages, and the language wasn't regrouped until there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind. And it filled all the house where they were sitting, and there appeared unto them cloven tongues like as a fire set upon each of them. And they were all filled with the Holy Ghost and began to speak in other tongues as the Spirit of God gave the utterance. What God dispersed in Genesis 11, he brought together by the infilling of the Holy Ghost in Acts chapter 2. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know what kind you got, but the kind I got, it'll make you speak in a heavenly language. It'll give you the opportunity to talk in a heavenly language. How many of you have talked in tongues around here? Come on. How many of you talked in tongues around here? We got the same language. So why don't we start talking the same talk? Why don't we start talking the same talk?